is Tuesday and it's 4:40 a.m. I'm ready to go to work, so I'm gonna go have my shift and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna update you on everything because I know I've not been here for a while and you're probably wondering where am I and what am I doing. Bear with me and I'll see you soon. Hello again. I am back from work now and it was an early finish for me today because it's only 12:30, so I have the whole rest of the day to myself and I can try and be a little bit productive. And I need to start with all of this mess. And yes, I slept on the floor because I've been having really bad back problems. Speaking of which, I'm gonna try to do some yoga after that as well because my back is not feeling well and I really need to stretch. And I let myself believe that my retail job is enough of a workout, which it kind of is, but at the same time I do need to stretch more because I am feeling very stiff. So a few months back, I graduated university. I am still heartbroken about it because I loved being at university. I loved being a university student, and if I could go back and do it all over again, I would love to do that. And honestly, I wish I never graduated. I wish I could just be a student for my whole life, but it happened. I've graduated uni now, and you may be wondering why wouldn't I do masters then, but we'll get to that part later on. So since I've graduated, a lot has changed, as you can tell. I'm in a totally new place. I have moved to Manchester now. I've decided that moving to a bigger city with bigger opportunities might be a good step to start something to do with my life. I was meant to live with my best friends, but then the reality came in. So I am currently living in a house share, but I don't hate it, It is a step forward. I am still working for Aldi. I just transferred the stores, and that's basically the gist of what I've been doing so far. Honestly, I've been in a bit of a rut since I've graduated, and I thought that, all of the moving will be so exciting and I'll be doing, moving vlog, but honestly, I just fell into a rut and I just didn't really have the motivation and any sort of inspiration. So I was hoping that once I move, I will actually have that kind of motivation, but I didn't. And I feel like I'm only starting to actually adjust. It's not only about me changing place, it's not only about me transferring to a new store, it's about dealing with the whole reality of real life. I already had quite a good idea of real life. I obviously came here from abroad. I didn't have maintenance loans. I had to work during my studies just to afford living. Like, I already kind of had the idea of real life, but it's still a bit different. It's different in a sense that while I was at uni, I was told what to do. I was given things to do. You just go through that list of tasks and the years just go by and then you're finished. And what now? And I've always been lucky to know what I want to do in my life and know what is my passion. It's okay if you don't. It is really okay. Like I'm saying, I was really lucky and I'm really grateful that I had that. But there's one thing about knowing what you want and knowing how to get there. I've got some ideas how to progress and some little steps I can take, but just about figuring out the next necessary step. Which brings me to the topic of my masters. I don't really want to say exactly because a lot might change, but because I came here from Poland, obviously I have a bit of a different set of rules. That's mainly regarding the student loans, so I might have to wait up to 2 years until I do my masters now, because I didn't want to do them straight away. With all of the stress that I was already going through, trying to work, 30 hours on top of doing full-time university, I wouldn't have time to go through all of the applications, all of the sort of auditions, not auditions. And to be honest, I'm glad I didn't, because I would have to apply pretty early on as well, and my ideas changed a bit over the course of the third year. And another thing is that I always told myself that I don't want to do masters, especially when they cost so much, just to have a piece of paper. I want to actually prepare. I want to be sure that when I'm going to the masters, I'm going there to master my craft, to also go into a school that could provide me with contacts and networking and potential job afterwards. For the masters I want to do, I need professional experience in the field I want to study. So yeah, right now I'm at that point where I'm just starting to adjust to this new reality. I'm just starting to understand how it is to be an adult, especially my generation right now, because the reality is that everything is so expensive, and working a job is not enough to make a living. That really hit me when I was trying to find a place to live, which, by the way, if you wanted a video about that, let me know. I'm more than happy to prepare one to tell you how I managed to finally get somewhere. But the main thing is that I'm trying not to stress, and I'm trying to take as much as I can from just enjoying the journey, and I'm accepting that I can have my own timeline, and maybe some people will get a job in their industry straight away after uni. Good luck for them, like well done for them. I also want to put in my bit of a lot of work, and if that means that I'm gonna have to take a bit more time on it, then that's fine. Hello everyone, today's another day. I finished work super early today because it's only 9:30, but I've done at least 4 hours of work, so that still counts, and I have enough for today, so I'm not gonna complain, especially with my back pain. Yeah, my back's not much better, to be honest. I'm gonna try do some more yoga today, and I've started thinking it might have to do with my hips, so I'm gonna try and do some yoga for hips as well. It's basically like I had a day off because I still have literally a whole day to myself, so I'm gonna try and make a use of that. So let's see what happens. So basically I just got all ready. I was hoping to go to a cafe, do some editing there and do some work there. And then I realized that I can't even do it because my headphones broke and I can't even edit in there. So I think there is no point of me going to a cafe. I'm gonna try and make some coffee in here, try and get something that hopefully I will actually get it done, because I really struggle to get things done at home. Always start with like the hardest task, or the one that I really don't want to do. First of all, because the earlier I work, the more of the brain capacity I have, and obviously I'm not as tired, so I can actually get through it. After going through such a giant, it's just easier and easier and easier. So earlier in this vlog I told you about how I'm trying to like transition and how I've been a bit unmotivated and how this whole graduating new lifestyle has been a bit tough on me. Today I was thinking about another kind of aspect of this. Yesterday I was talking to my friend and he said that he's been feeling exactly the same. One thing is the fact that we've graduated, and obviously another thing is the fact that we're creatives, we're creators. There is just another dimension to it. Feeling that kind of lack of motivation, lack of inspiration, obviously it doesn't really help us want to do those creative things. Forcing ourselves to do it also doesn't give us the effect that we are looking for, and we're just not as satisfied with our creations. It's simply the fact that creating, it means so much to us. It's part of our personality, it's part of who we are, so not being able to create, it just feels like something's missing. And then I realized that we're probably not the only two people that feel this way, whether it's because of graduation or just a regular creative block. It is absolutely normal for it to happen. I just wanted to sit down and share those thoughts because maybe you are the person who is also feeling the same way. And if you are probably feeling bad for it and you're being harsh on yourself. And what I wanted to say is it's absolutely fine to be in that kind of creative rut. It's absolutely a natural thing. One thing that has really helped me get through this is the fact that I still treat my creativity as my main thing. And even though I spend most of my time just working my day job, I treat my main hustle as my side hustle and my side hustle as my main hustle. And even when I'm not actually creating, I still think about it. I've been thinking about it in the wrong way. I've been thinking about it like I should create, I should do things. But I feel like actually letting myself have that kind of transition and actually let myself adjust to this new reality, even just to let go and actually just focus on receiving the information and the inspiration, that has helped me a lot. If I didn't just let go of that pressure in my head that I have to create, I have to do this, I wouldn't really want to film right now and I wouldn't really want to talk to you right now. Now obviously I'm not saying I'm completely out of this because it's a whole process. I'm still not gonna throw myself into it and and just bang 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 go video after video. It's just the little steps. I'm letting myself take that first step with this vlog. Hopefully that's just gonna let me take another step. Invite you to also let yourself let go for a bit if you're feeling this way. As long as you don't give up and you still strive to get back, I'm sure you're on the good path. If you are that kind of creative in a rut right now, let us know in the comments how you're feeling and maybe we can all kind of help each other out. Or maybe you've already been through that phase and maybe you know how to get out of it or what helped you. Then I invite you all to share your feelings and share your comments. That's what this is. This is a little community where we can all help each other out.